The Sentai Review, episode 122, Relationships. Okay, yeah, the tagline should have said it, the title. We were talking about this last week, but our behind-the-scenes guy, the disembodied voice, is fun to do that married thing. And we're going to do that in the wedding thing.
There's going to be a wedding.
That means that we're not going to do the Sentai thing. So we're going to do this episode, which is going to be a topic episode, and then we got to suit up for our monkey suits. So, Reploid Bill, William Bush.
Seth Level Sario.
Scott Action Jackson.
Shane McCree, Proto Guy.
Hey guys, I know you're about to get your podcast on, so I'll be quick. If at any time you feel like dropping your own opinion into what we're talking about, head on over to fandomnight.com, and all of the contact information for every single one of our shows, including the one you're about to watch, is there. Alright guys, I'll leave you alone. Okay, we are back. Now, fixed it. The thing, I did something and it's fixed.
You're experiencing some of my technical issues, Bill.
Okay, now, before we even start, we got one of those email things. One of those things where some guy sat down at his computer and or his phone or his tablet or his 2-in-1 or his iPad or his iPhone. Or
They got it. Technology.
Or old school flip phone. It would be a pain in the ass, but it can be done.
They sent an email.
Or he got on his .com Tiger electronic personal device.
Oh, shit.
Or he could have sent the email from his Game Boy.
All right.
He had the proper attachment.
Sir, if you did that,
That's kind of true.
I am going to congratulate you. That is a feat. That is impressive.
So you can use any of these objects that I have mentioned, and you can write us an email too by going over.
How the hell are you going to send an email through a Game Boy?
There was an attachment for it which would allow you to plug in to check and send emails.
Or if you have a 3DS or 2DS, you connect to the internet.
That's true. You can use those too.
No, I just can't see it with a Game Boy.
I'm dead serious. There was a Game Boy where you could plug it in. It was an attachment. It would allow you to plug up to a modem, and then you could check email and even you could even write and send an email through painstaking pain in the ass, where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to push up until you reach the A and click it, and down until you're... And you could write this email on the Game Boy.
This looks like a pretty lengthy email, so this took some time.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume he didn't use his Game Boy, but it was a viable option.
So, if listeners, if you do want to send us an email, please do this on a Game Boy.
And if you do it on a Game Boy, let us know.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so, correction. I cannot read this. I cannot read the email. Okay.
Well, we could mention that somebody can't find the second season.
Okay, let's go ahead and just do that for him. Go ahead and give his name, and that way, here's what the email basically entailed, without telling you the rest of the email because I'm not going to. Basically, he was looking for. Hold on, let me do this before anybody realizes.
Damn it, Bill!
Nobody.
God damn it, Bill.
You saw nothing.
I saw
We
it!
all saw that. We all saw
nothing.
And now we're calling you out again.
Anyway, this guy is looking for the second season of Akibara Ranger.
Yeah, Akiba Ranger.
Akibara Ranger, which is the unofficial but official Sentai.
There, I think I fixed Scotty's gains on his microphone.
Yeah, they basically his email said that he got the first two, or he got the first he couldn't get the second, and we're gonna tell him how we got the second, and that he was curious, basically, if
we've seen it.
If we'd seen it, and then he offered to give it to us. Here's the thing. As it stands right now, I have debated this for a long time, but I have done nothing. Me and the Disembodied Voice are under discussions for like a P.O. box and things like that, but nothing yet. So the only viable way he could send it to us is it's not the most legal way, so we can't do that, and I'd rather not like criminalize or anything like that, because he was willing to give us so that we could actually see it and then come in and review it and things like that. But we already have it, and the only viable option he really had was like to send it to us digitally or something. So
yeah, the way I got it was through eBay by way of a DVD by way of Taiwan or Korea, whatever. But it was like a weird bootleg because there was no official release. But
now, don't even say the guy's name. You know who you are, because, I mean, if you're going to use a Game Boy to send us a message, you're a memorable person.
But, yeah, the set I got had the first season, the second season, and I think one concert. But I got that, and then I gave it to you to watch, Bill. And then I think I took it back before the move. So I might have to bring it back again for you to watch again if we ever get to it.
I'm lost. I must have missed something.
Yeah, I did too.
Shane, what did we miss?
What was Shane trying to make licky noises again?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that was funny, Shane. That was pretty funny.
Let's continue.
Shane.
Dude, I didn't do a damn thing.
Under penalty of getting your girlfriend.
Oh, I can't breathe.
What I miss.
Oh no!
You must have done something to get Bill this.
Okay. I'm all better now.
Bill knows what he did.
So in the spirit of this wedding, we
God damn it, Bill.
we are going to go over the relationships of Power Rangers that we know, that we liked, that we were disappointed in. We're going to talk about Billy and his many girlfriends and some of our thoughts on that idea. We're going to talk about the relationship that never happened, like Jason and Kimberly. We're going to talk about the two major relationships that permeated the original series, which was
Kimberly and Tommy and Kat.
Yep.
And also...
And...
The big one.
The Rita and Lord Zedd wedding.
Shane sounds so enthused.
He does.
It was so exciting.
Damn right. Now, here's one thing I want to bring up real quick. In the Tommy and Kimberly relationship, they were allowed to kiss.
Yep.
Was that such a taboo?
It seems bizarre to me, because in Rangers so far, no one else has been allowed to kiss.
They didn't do it till later. If you remember Time Force, Wes and
They didn't kiss.
Jen at the end, they did.
I thought they came real close, and then she
I
just
could have
left.
sworn that they kissed.
I'm almost 100% positive
Or
she
was
just
it
left.
such a cock block? It was nothing more than a
It
hug.
was. It was like they literally got all the way to the end. It looked like it was finally going to happen. They didn't even share a kiss. They hugged and she left.
They did share "I love you."
Yeah.
They shared "I love you."
Yeah, they didn't kiss.
Oh, what
I'm almost positive they did not kiss.
Did somebody say, I know?
It's a big no-no. They're not allowed to do it for some reason. But there was a little more relaxation in this. In fact, man, something about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers nowadays, and Power Rangers in general, kissing is a no-no. Even this new movie where they were allowed to cuss and kill people and do all kinds of crazy shit, they took out the Jason Kimberly kiss.
Yeah, it was in the first, I think the first official full trailer.
Yeah, they took it out.
Yeah.
That's a no-no. Can't kiss. No love.
And it wasn't even. I don't think it was in the deleted scenes in the Blu-ray.
I don't think it was either. When I watched the deleted scenes, I did not see it. They was completely removed from the movie. It's a big no-no.
Which is, in my opinion, is kind of stupid. There's worse things out there than a fucking kiss.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know why the censors get so iffy or weird about it, but no kissing. No. Bad Shane. No.
I think I would have been like, all right, in this scene, you guys can't kiss. I'm like, I'm kissing Kimberly.
But in ours, Kimberly and Tommy, they did get to kiss.
Mm-hmm.
I think twice.
Twice, I believe it was. I believe it was 2 different times.
That's true love.
I know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but they did. I don't think that Kat and Tommy ever shared an actual on-screen kiss.
Ooh, I would have to rewatch the series.
I think the only thing you might have to watch is maybe that them in the future with some kids or something.
Yeah, okay, there was innuendo, or I don't know, there was...
Is some weird offshoot
we
future...
we were shown that they had kids, which is questionable now because he's come back multiple times and she ain't around, so I don't know what happened.
Multiverse theory.
Exactly.
That's all... The dude's trapped in a time warp. There's no logic.
So
Stuck
going
in a time loop and interdimensional.
Let's go in somewhat of a chronological order here. Let's start with the first relationship that could have been and never was, Jason and Kimberly.
This one was something that...
which now is kind of
happening,
being more shown. Not that it happened, but it's more talked about in the comics. Boom Studios is kind of referencing that Jason was interested, and until fucking 3 Kicks Tommy came along, she also was interested.
Well, even
no, not 3 kicks, 3 spin kicks.
Oh, that's true.
It's different.
It is different.
Yeah, you think Rita would have picked him if he can only do 3 kicks?
Yeah.
Please.
Even Bulk can do 3 kicks.
That's a true statement.
Not well, but he can do it.
He did a pretty good sidekick.
For somebody of his size, I will give him credit.
Yep.
Even in the new movie, there were hints that those two were into each other.
Yep.
I mean, it was very obvious.
Only hints because they took out the part that I was waiting for. That
because
Jason
even at the
and
end,
Kim would have finally had a relationship that we could have broke them up, and it would have been interesting to give. Look, I'm sorry, but these kids, these superheroes, they're teenagers, and just like the Teen Titans, you got to have that teenage strife to make this story work. In the original X-Men, they were kids. They were like 16, 17 years old. That's the reason most of the drama was happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, with even in the new movie, spoilers if any of you have not seen the new Power Ranger movie, at the end when they're getting pushed back into the pit,
they looked at each other like that.
You notice it was Jason and Kimberly that shared the look. Trini, Zack, Billy, they didn't share no look with them.
Exactly.
It was the two of them, meaning that, guys, this is a relationship that has been going on since the original series that never happened.
Yeah, it never happened. They never let it happen.
This is one relationship that I actually...
But they hinted at it. I swear in the original series, if you watch close enough, they were hinting at it.
I think
that... Yeah, you could see it in some of the early stuff before Tommy showed up.
Yeah.
Now, this is a relationship that I actually kind of wanted to see. Because, Kimberly was... She was into Jason. Jason, he seemed like he was into her. And, but it got nowhere because all of a sudden Pretty Boy Tommy comes in. Now, obviously, Tommy was my favorite Ranger. But in this instance, I would have liked to see Jason get with Kimberly. Tommy's a new guy. Yeah, he was evil. I don't know. She was fucking infatuated with his spin kicks. They are something truly amazing.
Oh,
they
look
are.
at those spin kicks. Oh.
Rita's a woman herself, and she was fascinated with it.
Spin kicks will get you noticed.
Yes. Remember that. Remember that, gentlemen. You spin kick in front of ladies, you get them.
Look, guys, there are a million things you can do to impress a woman. But spin kicks?
Guarantee.
I apparently need to work on my spin kicks.
3.
Three.
3 spin kicks is a
Well, I
guarantee.
gotta do one first. So.
If you can do
one spin kick is impressive. 2 spin kicks is a crush. 3 spin kicks
is a
you're
lay.
in. You're in.
You're going to be doing what the disembodied voice is doing and getting married.
Yep. That 4 spin kicks, I don't know what you're about to do.
You're about to get a harem. You're going to become Mormon at that point.
Too many ladies on the 4th spin kick.
But
Now, I don't know if I
Goddamn
want to bring
slushy.
this up or not, but I mean, there might have been like rumors about this, but maybe Trini and Billy from
I would have been
MMPR?
okay with that.
I wanted that one so bad.
It's something that looks like it could have happened.
It's a
but
friendship that seems like it could have went in that direction.
You always noticed that anytime Billy needed to stay back and fix something or do something, Trini was always there.
She was the one by his side.
And she was also the other, the only other person
To understand
his techno babble.
Okay, because this is going to be somewhat of a random episode, let's talk about Billy for a second. Billy in the show was given a new girlfriend like every couple weeks.
Yeah.
Well, of course. There's a reason for that. We all know the reason.
Well, okay, but as an actor, he could have had a girlfriend.
Yeah,
If Billy is supposed to be straight, which I would argue he's not, I would argue even as a character, I think Billy was supposed to be gay. Maybe not the modern day Billy, but I think Billy was supposed to be gay, which would explain the reason that he had no actual interest in girls. Like, he kind of got a little fluttery here and there. He went out with them for less than a week, and next week a monster would show up and he'd be like, I'm out. And there was never a reoccurring girlfriend for Billy, in the least.
Yeah, wasn't it up until
But there were a lot.
It kind of seemed like it, and then then it was like, I'm just going to stay and help him.
Yeah, and then she did. Well, and she just kind of left, and he didn't follow through, and they didn't stay in communication or anything. So, that's what I mean. Billy jumped relationship to relationship a lot in the series, and oftentimes there are a lot of guys out there that will jump relationships rapidly into their 30s, and then figure out, that's why the interest doesn't stay. Because I'm not happy. I'm supplementing something.
Yep.
And then they'll end up, in their 30s, they'll be like, I'm going to try. And then they finally get up the courage to tell the world, I really don't give a fuck, this dude. And then it happens. And then some guys, they actually do turn gay in their 30s and whatnot. And that's just because society tells you got to be with a girl. Girl has to be with a guy. That's the end of it. Do what you got to do. And it's getting better. It's getting to the point now where people are like, look, you get one chance to live your life, go live it. Whoever you want to live it with, why do I give a shit?
Yep.
Yeah, I always thought that maybe that the whole fact...
Another reason why I'm happier being single.
The whole fact that in the new movie, making Trini gay, I wonder if that was some kind of
I don't know. I was kind of surprised by that. I mean, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it at all.
I was kind of surprised that they chose that route. But I honestly believe that it would be interesting if we checked back in with Billy later in the series, which they'll never do it, and he won't come back. And you know what? To be fair, he doesn't need to. I would never put him back in that situation, to be fair. But I wouldn't have hated the idea that Billy's character had been revealed as gay. In fact, if the comic books took it upon themselves to question it, to say, why can't I hold a girlfriend? Maybe it's not that you can't. Maybe it's that you're literally choosing not to.
Yeah.
Maybe that doesn't actually interest you in that way. Maybe Billy is gay, and would that be so bad?
Nowadays, not really. I mean, if you want to make a character gay, which they did in the new movie, I don't know if nobody here in this group that saw this movie had any issue with that.
No.
To be fair, they didn't do anything with it either.
True.
They just said, I have girlfriend problems. Done. They were like, we're going to address it the smallest amount we possibly can and move on.
Yep.
It's not like Bobby Drake. Bobby Drake is gay. He has a boyfriend. He has social phone calls at night from Madripoor. He's like, hey, what's going on, man? And then he calls a boyfriend. He texts a boyfriend. He has a boyfriend. Bobby Drake is gay.
But remember, his future self is not.
Now they don't. Yeah, that we're not. Yeah,
we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
But that is different because I like the fact that in the X-Men they don't throw it in your face, but Bobby Drake is gay. He's just a dude in a relationship. Happens to be the relationship was with another dude, and they never really center on the idea. They just have it like a normal person. Every now and then, if you go past his room or something like that, you'll hear the conversation where he's leaving a message like, yeah, I just got back from so-and-so. I'm sorry, man, I missed you. Like that. There's been some relationship shakiness. I wonder if the other guy is figured out he's not gay or something. I don't know. Not here to talk about X-Men. Do that on my channel. But regardless.
Or on the other show.
That's a true statement, too. But yeah, that's what I mean is they wouldn't even had to have thrown it in our face, and the dude wouldn't even had to have shown up very much. It just would have been a normal relationship. How often did it really look like Tommy and Kimmy were actually together? They were just like friends hanging out 90% of the time. They were just like, she happened to be there, he happened to be there.
There was no chemistry.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
The chemistry between Trini and Billy was there.
Right.
It was really there.
That would have been interesting, too. I think they could have went either way, but the fact that he never did do anything with Trini, and she never had any real interest in that way with him, also leads into my idea that I think they really could have. I think they could have. They could have.
I think they had the best chemistry in the show.
But I think they had a friends chemistry. I never felt like they were anything more than this is my buddy.
I think they could have.
You think so? Because I don't know.
Trini and Billy, it could.
I'd be surprised if that could have became romantic, because they were very much just buddies.
Very
like
good
brother
friends.
sister.
Yeah, that's kind of what that felt like to me.
Yeah, makes sense. But the next relationship we need to talk to is Zack and...
Oh, that girl.
That one girl.
Yeah.
Everybody...
That girl that for the first time ever in a show... Now, this is that kind of stuff that they put it in the show, but they don't scream it in your face. You had to be willing to look into the background. You need to analyze the shows you watch, because they're saying a lot more than you realize.
Yeah.
The reason Zack never got that girl is because his idea of impressing a girl was buy her stuff and do for her. That works for a superficial girl.
Yep.
This girl was looking for a relationship, and she didn't need pampering. She wanted a friend. And he was not a friend. He was like, hey, I bought you earrings and stuff like that. And then she was kind of interested for a while, and then she died off. And 90% of the time, when he would show off and dance or do something stupid, she was done with him. She was like, yeah, I'm not really interested in the showboat shit. She's like, if you're going to talk to me, just come over here and do it. And he never did that.
Yep.
He was always about dancing and showing off and backflips and look at this and I bought you something. And and then they had that episode where he got her like the pearl earrings or whatever, and then they turned into a monster or some shit. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Isn't that the episode where he needed Tommy's...
He needed Tommy's shield.
Yeah.
It was cool
because
it was cool to see
Tommy
the
could have
Black
done it
Dragon
himself,
Ranger.
but yeah.
And it was really cool to see the Black Mastodon Gold Ranger thing.
I call it the Black Dragon Ranger.
But he didn't have a dragon helmet.
Don't
he
care.
Was still,
I don't care.
He was the Gold Elephant Ranger.
That's even cooler. But no, Zack didn't really have much of a relationship. He had relationship problems.
But I do like that show kind of signified, they showed, hey, how about you just go talk to that girl? Like, your showboating and ass-mongering is not doing anything for you.
Now, as you know, before we get to the Tommy-Cat relationship...
We haven't even got into the first Tommy relationship.
Yeah.
We kind of bypassed it.
It's because there's no chemistry.
I'm going to say that it felt forced. I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that Tommy and Kimberly felt like a forced thing.
She liked him, and that was obvious. She liked him, but it was him.
I think that comes down to not so much Tommy, that's Jason.
Yeah.
Jason, I'm sorry, he could be your favorite Ranger. He was an awful actor.
Yeah.
He just wasn't there yet. Now, he took acting classes and actually did progress and get better as the show went on, because he started taking seriously what he was doing, and I do know he went to acting school and things like that, but like, at the start, he's an awful actor.
Yeah.
He's not believable in almost anything that he does. He's like, I'm evil.
Yeah.
Was I evil, Shane?
You were you scared the shit out of me?
Exactly. That was Tommy.
Yeah.
That's a perfect representation of what he was doing. And he's like, newsflash, Kimberly, the world doesn't revolve around you. Okay, thank you, Keanu Reeves.
Awesome.
That's really what he was doing. He was
Yeah.
there because of one reason. He was a badass fighter.
Yeah, and you know...
He looked really good on camera. He was a pretty boy. He had the choreography down. They could work with him. They could turn him into something. And he bettered himself as they went, and he became a better actor. But damn it, man. The reason that I think that relationship, to me, feels forced is because, one, it was written forced, and second, I don't think he was able to play it.
Yeah.
Well, not right off the bat.
How often do we get scenes with those two where they actually did something like as a couple? They walked around together.
They didn't even hold hands. Really.
They didn't even hold hands. Kat and Tommy is a more legitimate relationship because it happened after a breakup. They took a little time with it. He was her partner first. Learned to view her as a friend before he viewed her as a girlfriend. She legitimately became interested before him, and she didn't know she was interested until he was with someone else.
Or
and then
trying
it started
to get with somebody else.
Then it started keying into her that she was helping this go down, and then she was like, the more I think about it, I don't want him to be with that girl.
Yep.
And then it started kicking in that if she didn't make any kind of move, she was going to lose her opportunity. And then their relationship kind of grew out of the idea that she asked him, and he kind of went with it.
Now we all know that Jason, Zack, and Trini left the show when we got 3 new characters in. Do you remember if Adam or Aisha
had one girlfriend that I can remember, and I don't remember who she was, and I remember nothing about it.
No, Aisha was another one that had
she had an asshole boyfriend.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yep, that's
right. And then that's about it on the relationship.
Fuck a whole bunch of him.
I think that's all.
Oh, you remember Rocky's relationship?
Oh, no.
Rocky's relationship was the best.
Nobody cares about Rocky.
He did have the best relationship.
He went home and he stared into a mirror.
Nope. He tried to hit on that blind Daredevil girl.
Oh, yeah, that one, too.
And then he tried to act like he wasn't a Power Ranger when he was like 3 feet away from him. He went 3 feet away from her around the corner of a house, looked at her. She was on the bench. She had already been able to hear monsters on the other roof of the other building. And he was like, good, she doesn't notice me. More for time! That he changed, and then she came over looking for him because she could hear him fighting with the monster, and she came up and was like, Rocky, what are you doing? And he's like, oh shit. And then he demorphed, which I don't know how she didn't hear that, and then he walked over and he's like, oh, I was just over here with the Power Rangers because they're looking for a monster, and she's like, he went that way. She's like, he jumped off the roof a couple minutes ago and he went down that alleyway. And they're like, oh my God, how did she know that? And she's like, because I could hear him doing that. If you heard all that, you heard that it's morphin' time. And if you were able to tell that it was Rocky, because earlier in that episode, Rocky walks up and she's like, hey, Rocky. And he's like, how the hell did you know that? And she's like, because so-and-so smell and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh shit, that's crazy. Then that means that when you were morphed and not morphed, she was like, oh shit, I see, okay. He just wants me to play like an idiot, so I'm going to go ahead and do so.
Rocky, I have a question. What is morphing time?
And then she never came back around because she probably sat there and was like, so he's a Power Ranger, and he thinks I'm an idiot, so I'm gone.
No, she said, so apparently he's a Power Ranger. Alpha, put her in the basement.
Oh, yeah, she could have went to the basement. We'd never see her again.
Yeah.
That is where they go, Shane. That's just like that one guy that worked at the juice bar for 10, 15 episodes, and
disappeared.
Trini was all crushing on him, and then he just went away without any indication that he'd ever been there, ever. And we never mentioned it.
Because
Zordon was like, one day we may need other Rangers. Put him in the basement.
Ay.
We can't just keep keeping kids in the basement. I can do what I want.
I am interdimensional.
These Rangers will not have relationships.
Exactly.
They need to fight evil.
What about Kimberly and Tommy? I will send her away soon enough.
What about Kimberly and Kat? They are cute.
Activate the viewing globe.
They will learn.
That one doesn't seem so forced. I'll let it play out.
That's awful. But yeah,
that is our Zordon that we made up is so much better than any other Zordon.
He's so awful.
Yeah.
I would love to go back through the series if I wouldn't get copyright claims like a motherfucker. I would love to go back through the series and revoice all of Zordon.
So do fucking Power Rangers abridged.
No
and
shit.
Just fucking every time Zordon's in, just
PRA.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there, Rangers. No, we gotta get him, Zordon. What the fuck did I just say? Fucking turn him
I
into
am
Lord
your creator. What? I created the. No, you didn't.
They'll be like, oh no, Tommy's powers are completely destroyed. I will shoot green lightning. Blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, that worked. Can you just do that? No. But you just did. No.
Stop. Don't view that plot hole.
How did you do that, Zordon?
Zordon, all of our powers are damaged. Can you? No. Can only do that for the green. But we're gonna. I don't like you. There's no explanation.
Alpha, I saw a bird. It was pretty. Kick its ass.
Zordon, these are the 3 Rangers that will take the place of our other 3 Rangers. Adam, you will be the Black Ranger. Good job. Aisha, yellow, strong color. Why is Trailer Trash here? I need another Red Ranger.
Nope. He'd just be like, oh,
you're red. Congrats. You're not
you
the leader.
can be red, but I'm keeping this sword.
Now, red used to be the leader, but now white is the leader because white is the best.
That's right. Red is some guy now.
Until Zeo, when red is again the leader.
Exactly.
Our show was the only show, except for like Time Force, because they had the Pink Ranger because the Red Ranger was new and everything. But besides that, every other show was the Red Ranger. But I like how they gave the White Ranger because it was Tommy.
Yep.
Like, you're leader, and then he loses his power. He's like, oh, I'm red again. I'm the Red Ranger. He's like, but you're the leader. Wait a minute. And then Jason comes back. He's like, bitch, I'm gold.
And they're like, yeah, but Tommy's still here, Jason.
So if Tommy left, you would be the leader. So you like Tommy more. I have no favorites.
It's all just look, this is a business, you little shit. I'm making money.
And unfortunately, you do not sell. Fucking Trailer Trash is pulling out more fucking.
Well, fine then. Fuck this. I'm leaving. Fine. We will get 3 men to be you.
Yeah. I'll just replace you with 3 others.
At the same time.
Against their will, because that's what I do.
It is. He's like, dude, go ahead, go. I got people in the basement, you little bastard.
I'm going to tell you something. Zordon, in a realistic fucking sense, I wonder how many times he gets hit for kidnapping.
Dude, I think he's a lot more dangerous than people realize.
They need to do an episode where they just have like somebody's picture on a milk carton, and then it just be like the next series that's coming over.
Something about bold leaders, man. Like we were talking about that today in the Comics Toss. Like fucking Professor Xavier does the same shit. No explanation.
Just an asshole.
Professor, do you really think that we need to go and blow up this? Yes. But if we go and we blow it up, aren't we going to be? Yes. Can we talk about? No. Professor Xavier.
I gotta go now. My legs are cold.
You have a damn blanket.
Nope.
I feel like
future chair.
Okay, now all I'm picturing is Xavier going down the hallway. Now get out of my way!
Now all I'm picturing is fucking Professor X puts on Cerebro and Rangers, I need you to stop Rita Repulsa.
That's the reason Xavier's just missing half the time.
Although, when Xavier does have that on sometimes, he can do a holographic head in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly.
Rangers, I mean...
X-Men.
Sorry. Sorry. This dimension.
No,
that was fun. That was
who
a lot of
else
fun.
do we have here? Oh.
Originals.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the lame.
The lame?
The lame.
You want to talk about lame?
Who would be
lame?
We talked about...
Oh, no, wait, we got to get into a movie one. With Adam and that chick. With the whistle sticks.
No, Adam and Whistle Stick Cunt did not get together. Technically speaking, Technically speaking, it's almost more believable if it was Zordon before he got his head stuck in a fucking jar and that bitch were together.
It's true. And she can only live ocean to fucking Stonehenge.
Stonehenge to shore is her domain.
And he needs a jar.
And he's stuck in a jar, so their relationship sucks. That's why he's such an asshole.
It's a long-distance relationship.
That's why he's an asshole. That's exactly what happened.
Zordon, why are you so upset? I can't get laid.
Alpha can't find me 40 cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
I'm really not doing that, Zordon.
You ate all the cheese sandwiches, and now I can't make a trip to Stonehenge.
Adam, because I'm all-knowing, I saw that you were hitting on her. Stop. Don't do that.
That's it. From now on, you get the shitty Zords.
From now on, you get to be the dick.
I wonder. Because Adam...
Ever since he came back with that frog, Zordon was like, you met her, huh? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
You got a kiss from her, huh? I haven't had one of those in forever. You get to be the dick for thinking with your dick.
Yeah, that's it. From now on, you're a Minotaur cock, and you're fucking minivan bitch.
That movie actually makes perfect sense.
That's it.
Because, listen, you don't get kisses. Only Tommy can. He sells merchandise.
That's right.
He can get kisses.
I told you.
But Zordon, I didn't kiss her. But you didn't stop her.
I tried to tell you about
No, I can stop her.
And then Adam
conversation.
gets mad and he's like, fuck this, I'm going to go have a voice acting career.
We talked about this on...
Being a Ranger sucks.
We talked about this on the other episode. I told you, man. Leaders. That's it.
Well, to be fair, when Adam comes back later, I'm talking about way later.
Yeah.
And he's like, we gotta find new Rangers. Our morphing grid is broken. And Adam's like, well, I'll come. Is Zordon gone? Yeah, Zordon's been dead for a while. I'm coming back. I don't get no shitty Zord.
Yep.
That's why he came back. Because Zordon was gone.
Yeah.
Why do you think he came back in space? Zordon was kidnapped.
Zordon was missing.
You're noticing how he comes back when Zordon is either missing or dead.
Yep.
Yeah, because then he doesn't have to be the dick.
There was we figured it out.
Yeah.
I think we literally figured out why Adam kept getting dicked. That girl. It's a woman that causes all these problems.
Yep. Yeah, it was. It's Zordon's jealousy has literally screwed Zack for years.
Adam. You said Zack.
Black Ranger. Zack never got screwed. He got cool stuff, though.
Yeah.
He got a power axe, which was cool, and he got to wear the shield, which was cool, and he got a mastodon, which is cool.
And a lion.
He did get the lion, too. Yeah, he was around for the lion.
Adam got a frog.
Yep. And then Adam, the first thing Adam ever gets is a frog, which is okay. It's okay. But then he just progressively gets screwed.
He had the lion.
Yeah, he did. He had the
lion for a small time, yeah.
Yep.
So he started off awesome, but, when he lost his powers and girl kisses him, because he's like, Adam, I see much promise in you. Here's a lion. Thank you, Zordon. We'll never let you down. You let me down.
He's like, did you just kiss her?
No, she kissed me.
You bitch!
I love our Zordon. I know this is a relationship episode, and we're talking a lot about Zordon.
Yeah, that's because Zordon and his relationship.
It's in a way.
Okay, there's another relationship. What about the Zordon Alpha relationship? That's a bromance.
I've actually wondered about how boring that life really is.
Which one?
He's a head in a tube. And Alpha just kind of walks in circles around the thing and pushes buttons, and they don't even have a TV. Like, they have the viewing globe, but that's a load of shit.
Hey, sometimes Alpha gets to get out. He gets to go and get teenagers so he can put them in the basement.
And sometimes he goes out to just put some water and some flowers.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did go outside and water flowers.
That was weird.
In the desert.
And stuff.
In the desert. In the desert. He would go out and water flowers in the desert.
Good job, guy. It's only an area with the drought.
It was a very strange situation. So, Shane, you ready to talk about the...
Oh, my God, I can't put off any longer. Any other relationships?
Oh, yeah, there's this one girl with Madonna boobs.
Oh, my God. Okay, fine, we're going to get there. Another relationship that I truly feel 100% fucking forced.
Well, here's the thing, Shane.
Forced, but they ran with it.
It was forced. She drugged him.
That's why it's 100%
It was
forced.
100% forced.
So you all know Rita Repulsa.
There was a point in time where Goldar had gotten information that Zedd had been drugged, but by then the drug had taken so much effect that he got like a cure or something and cured Zedd, and then figured out that like Zedd actually loved her or some dumb shit. Like, you remember that stupid storyline?
Yeah, it's like,
oh my Lord.
It was so dumb.
Fucking the Stockholm syndrome type of.
He got mad at Goldar and was like, "Stop trying to break us up, you little bastard."
And even after he tried to take that other potion to get rid of it, it's like, what are you talking about? I still love Rita.
Yeah. He was like, "I love Rita." So see, Shane?
Yes.
Real love.
Yes. Remember that, ladies. If you want a man, drug him.
And then undrug him like a couple years later.
Because then, the damage is done.
Then he's there.
He wakes up and he's like, where am I at? Who are you? I'm your wife. No. Did you drug me?
No.
Yes, here's your children.
You just turned it into a very different situation.
I turned it into something dark. But they did have a kid.
They do have a kid, but that was after the potion was gone.
It doesn't matter. That kid
that was a choice kid.
No.
Choice evil kid.
And Shane, if you were looking for excuses to find other relationships, why didn't you go with Goldar and Scorpina?
They were married. Not that we can really say anything about it.
The Sentai version, I think they were.
Yeah.
The Sentai version shows off more. Our show, they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yes, that's what that was.
So that's what he sounds like. Okay.
So yeah,
Rita and Zedd's relationship was completely forced.
What?
She drugged him. You heard what Bill said. He fell in love.
Dang, skeptic over
And
here.
didn't they use the heart effects too when they were doing that? I think they were.
I can't do this. You're up.
Shane, here's something for you. Here's something for you. Realistically, though, they were the first evil couple that I can think of. Like, for me being that young, they were the first evil couple that I was introduced to.
Yep.
And I have trouble thinking of other evil couples. Can you think of any? Any bad guy relationships? Evil couples? And I'm not talking about that fucked up relationship between fucking Scarlet Witch and the fucking Quicksilver. Yeah, in the Ultimate Universe, they were like sister-brother lovers. It was really fucking weird.
This is some Game of Thrones shit we're getting into right now.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you're going to bring up within Power Rangers history, I can think of one that might hint at it, but I don't think so. Which series had the orgs?
The what?
The orgs. Was it Wild Force or was it something else?
Oh, I don't know.
It had that one weird dude with that horn, and he had two assistants.
Operation Overdrive.
No, I thought it was something else.
No, Operation Overdrive is the guy that you're talking about. Shane knows his series.
Because it's like, there was a major boss, and he had two assistants. One was like a chick with a blue outfit and blue veil. And the other guy was like a white dude.
Oh, wait. No, I have another one.
That is,
I think those two could have been a couple.
the one with the blue veil, like a bug lady?
No, she looked like an Asian lady under it, so...
Now we're getting into, like, Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue-ish.
Yeah, those... But
Yeah,
it's,
well,
but it's like the two side...
Yes. But
guys.
but like Bill said, they were the first.
The first
that
major...
you
Yeah.
can remember.
And the first
Power
major
couple, yeah.
one that I can actually think of before that will probably be Joker and Harley.
Yeah, probably would be Joker and
They-
Harley from the animated series.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they really did dumb down Joker hard fucking core.
Did he still do?
But technically
I don't think
speaking...
I don't think he loved her. She was infatuated with him, but,
Yeah, but Joker
it was
never really
one-sided as fuck.
I mean, Joker really
Yeah.
played it.
He played it, but it was one-sided. The Joker don't give a fuck about nothing but killing Batman.
I
Yeah,
think-
that's true.
I think there was like a few cases here and there where he did feel something, but
Not enough.
yeah.
I still to this day I don't believe that was a true relationship. And as you can tell, they're not together anymore.
Yeah, it's
So
kinda
there was a
true.
reason.
I mean, if you want to go back even further than that, I mean, Bill will probably bring this up, and that's the whole Parker Gwen relationship.
But he's talking about evil.
He's talking evil shit.
Oh, evil. Never mind.
Yeah, evil bullshit.
Yeah, that was.
So, like I said,
that was a good guy relationship.
Yeah.
Evil relationships are a little bit more difficult to think of before 1993.
Exactly.
I was only 5 when the show came out.
Yeah.
So
like I said, Joker and Harley is the closest thing I can think of.
I believe so. Joker and Harley could be. But like I said, that relationship was so one-sided.
Unless you have to go back into some of the
if you go into the 80s
or 90s
shit,
which
but I can't think of anything. Yeah. But I don't like this relationship. I never did. I never liked these two pairing. Now you say something, Bill, and stop smiling.
What am I going to say, Shane?
This is an awful relation. You cannot sit there and tell me you liked this pairing.
Do you want me to justify this relationship?
Why not? Go ahead.
No.
No, you won't justify it, or
That's
no?
Right.
Yeah.
I have very little love for the idea that these two got together, aside from the fact that they were the first that I can think of evil relationship that was somehow functional. I don't understand how, but they did stay together.
They did. Unlike everybody else's relationship.
Because at any time he could have just shrunk her and threw her
back into the dumpster and tossed her again.
Yeah.
Okay, I will give it credit for one thing. Unlike like Tommy's and everybody else's relationship, they lasted. They lasted until they got hit with the Z-wave.
And then they still lasted.
And they still lasted because they were human.
Then they just danced around and had an evil monster baby.
Yeah.
Which, that right there is a bit odd, but...
Shane.
I know, I've seen the fucking thing.
They had a monster baby.
I saw what that monstrosity looked like.
I'm not going to say I understand
I'm the son of Lord Zedd and Rita Repulsa. Well, they're human, so why aren't you human?
Because evil monster baby.
Because that show came out 10 years after the Z-Wave hit.
Okay, so that means that baby is at least 9 years old.
No, my bad. 8 years old. 9. In Space came out in 1998. Yes, 1998, and then Operation Overdrive, which is the show that the kid came in, was 07.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's just a little monster kid.
So the monster kid must have been like a conceived during the first...
He had Lord Zedd's wand. Don't know where that came from.
I don't know how this kid happened. Yeah. I don't. I've never been able to understand
They needed a reason to bring Awesome Adam back.
Yeah.
And other Rangers.
They already had one. Zordon is gone. I'll be right there.
Can I be a Ranger again? Oh, that's an old morpher. We kind of do cool stuff now with our arms and shit. You can't be one.
I can be a mentor.
Yeah.
I could probably be a better mentor than the fucking mentor that they already had. But that show was awful. But
I'm guessing you're not getting the DVD set then?
I've got
it. Been out.
You got Operation Overdrive?
I think I do.
You won't like that series. I promise you won't like it.
I haven't got there yet. I stopped my progression of watching Rangers because we were supposed to start watching the shows to review them, and
we kind of got stuck on Zeo.
Somebody hasn't finished Zeo.
Don't look at me. I haven't been in on those, so we're looking at you, buddy.
I hurt my knee.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, which means you should have plenty of time to be sitting on your fat ass watching TV.
You took a arrow to the knee?
Yeah.
Huh.
Now I can't be a Power Ranger, and it makes me sad to watch it.
So that means you're going to get married then?
I think we're done with this.
Here, Shane, here's your salt. Since you're being salty.
Okay, yeah, this was just a mess around episode. I hope you had some fun and laughed with us, but we definitely got to get out of here because we got to get the rest of our stuff finalized, and we will see you guys in
4 weeks.
In 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3.
Because we're going to miss 1 week of filming, which is 2 episodes, and then we'll be back.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Hey, guys, did you like that podcast?
If so, remember to check out fandomnight.com. At fandomnight.com, you can drop a line to this show, or you could check out other podcasts as well. We cover all kinds of topics, everything from comic books, wrestling, movies, TV shows, video games, animes, mangas. It's outrageous. We seem to have a podcast for just about everything, and you have access to it just by going over to fandomnight.com. So check it out, guys. We're going to get out of here.